Today, we'll be looking at Acting Company.
And the team behind the scenes of JDTV News.
And we take a peek at FuBao's bio.
Also, we look into more Super Saturday and sports, calendar, and weather.
All that coming up right here on JDTV News. Welcome to another edition of JDTV News. I'm your host, Marshall.
And I'm Joseph. Let's get to the news. Rising seniors and juniors course selection nights have already taken place, but rising freshmen and sophomores still have the chance to grab classes they want or need for next school year. One of the many classes offered here at JDHS is Acting Company, and it may teach students more than they expect.
Many JDHS students have attended a play put on by our drama department, but a select few get to join the fourth period Acting Company class. Mrs. Moore and her student teacher, Mr. Smith, teach our students many valuable skills to grow upon their acting career.
Well, for people who want to be actors or in the career, I would hope that they would take away really finely honed skills of how to be an actor, and including film and stage and knowing the difference.
Unlike drama class, which is based more on the fun of acting and theater, Acting Company is based more on the techniques and styles of acting and can take on a more serious note at times.
I think that the students have a closer bond in Acting Company because we've all grown, into these fancy actors and actresses, and we all have more experience, and we're all professional, and it's just it's a closer circle. We all care about each other more, I think.
Acting Company may focus on serious topics at times, but students still have fun and relax in class.
I think students learn a lot about social things and how to talk to people, how to make eye contact, how to be confident, and maybe you have another project in another class and it requires speaking in front of the whole class or something, and maybe you could go, oh, Miss Moore taught me how to speak confidently, and it makes you think yeah, I got this.
Acting Company may be a more rigorous class in terms of expectations, but at the end of the day, students walk away with valuable skills that can not only be applied to acting, but life as well.
If you need to catch up on work or need a good place to study, you can go to Super Saturday. From 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the JDHS library, you can catch up on any assignments or study for upcoming exams or tests. If you need help with any work, there will also be teachers and tutors present to help. The art studios will also be open from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. if you need to catch up on ceramics, drawing, painting, and more. You can also go to the art studios if you are interested in doing community service.
All February, we've been celebrating CTE month by looking at CTE courses here at JDHS.
For our final segment in the series, we're going to look at ourselves. Jesse is here with a special behind-the-scenes look at video production.
That's right, Marshall. It takes a lot of work to put on a live news show. To start our tour, we'll leave the desk and take a look around the studio. First up is the cameras, where today Mari is operating.
Well, as camera operator, my job is to make sure the camera is in the right position and has the right shots for the show.
On the front of the cameras are teleprompters with the script for the host, but we'll talk more about that later. Also in the studio is the green screen, where Kai is standing by to do the weather. We can use a computer to replace the green with any background we want live, like the weather map. Speaking of computers, we spend a lot of time using them to prepare our show. It takes a whole week to prepare our 10-minute show. A lot of the time is spent in the computer lab preparing scripts and the overall rundown for the show. We also pre-make all the graphics and video clips you see during the show, often involving a lot of time spent editing the video before it's ready to be broadcast during the live show from the control room. And that brings us to the control room. The first seat is audio, where today Aaron is mixing.
So I'm doing the audio levels today, which means I'm going to make sure everyone can hear what they need to hear and not anything extra.
The next seat is video. control, where our teacher, Miko, is directing.
So I control everything you see on the screen, including all the cameras, so I can push a button to make sure that you see just the right things. And hopefully nothing else. I can also play back clips, like this one of Aaron, telling us why this is the best class ever. Ready to year one, roll, take.
I enjoy the way we can express our creativity the most. The people in the class are really great, and being able to see your product come out at the end of the day and other people can see it and enjoy what you have done as well as you can enjoy what you have done. It's a really great experience.
In the next seat, we have FuBao doing graphics. He makes sure the right graphics are ready to be shown on the screen. And finally, in the control room, something you don't normally see, the teleprompter.
My job is to scroll through the prompter, or through the script, and go at a perfect speed, and make sure that it's the right speed so that the hosts look like they've memorized the script.
And that completes our behind-the-scenes look at JDTV News. Back out to the host at the desk.
Thanks, Jesse, for that cool tour.
That wraps up CTE month, though there are many other CTE courses at JDHS that we didn't get a chance to cover.
Now let's move on to sports with FuBao.
Hello, my name is FuBao, and I want to tell you about the basketball scores from last week. Friday, JD Bulls or Kitakan is 47 to 66. Last Saturday is Bulls basketball or JD basketball or Kitakan is 63 to 54. Last Friday goes JDHS is 56 to 39. Last Saturday goes basketball is 39 to 34. And that is all we have. It for sports this week.
Thanks, FuBao, for that sports update.
Now for the calendar for the next 2 weeks.
To start off, tomorrow we have Super Saturday.
On Tuesday, our boys basketball JV and C teams face TM at 4:40 and 8 p.m. respectively. Our girls JV basketball team faces them at 6:15.
On Wednesday, the second games start at the same times, and there is a parent group meeting from noon to 1.
Thursday, parent-teacher conferences start.
On Friday, conferences continue, and our girls and boys varsity basketball teams take on TM at 6:15 and 8 p.m. respectively.
Saturday, the second games start at the same times.
The following Monday, there is a wind assemble and jazz band concert from 6 to 8 p.m. and a site council meeting at 5 p.m.
On the 7th, there is a choir and orchestra concert at 7 p.m.
And finally, on Wednesday, there is a parent activities meeting from 5 to 6 p.m. Well, that's all for the calendar.
Now let's take a look at the near future. Kai has the weather for us this weekend.
Thanks, Joseph. Today will be mostly sunny with highs of 43 and lows of 32. On Saturday, we will have a high chance of snow with highs of 43 and lows of 26. And finally, on Sunday, it will be rather cloudy with highs of 40 and lows of 22. And that's all for the weather. Back to you two at the desk.
Thanks, Kai.
That wraps up this week's show.
Visit our website, jdhsvideo.org, to watch more episodes as well as real-time behind-the-scenes videos.
And also follow us at Twitter at JDHSvideo.
We're off next week for Parent-Teacher Conference, but we'll be back on March 10th. Thanks for tuning in. Go Bears!